Well, friends, over these past 8 weeks, we've shared a lot of cultural moments together and enjoyed performances of music along with breathwork and did activities of the week. And so I hope that you have benefited by spending this time to stay motivated and to learn how to expand our awareness of our nervous system, our emotions, circulation, communications, and musical imagination. Then we can use all of that we've been talking about to work out our own creativity muscle so that we can listen well and engage better with our own communities. And I think that if we pay attention to our mental and physical, spiritual, financial, social health, and take that time to invest in our understanding, then we will function at a higher level and be ready to enjoy being alive. And so that brings us to the theme today of transformation, transforming adversity into a positive outlook. And today's piece is Rachmaninoff's Prelude in G, Opus 32, number 5. Let's take a moment to find our breath together. Okay, the cultural nugget of the day. So I think of creativity as an act of hope in the future. And creativity comes through in Chinese people often as resourcefulness. When I first came to the US, my parents were working low-paying jobs because of the green card situation, and we didn't have money for music education. And so through conversations with our American school community, through the desire to connect and reach out, they were able to secure a music scholarship for me at a local school, which then led me to be able to have my first concerto performance as a soloist in front of a full orchestra when I was only 11. And my parents are creative people. That's the whole reason why they took the risk of leaving their homeland to come to America. And like so many other Chinese Americans, they valued transforming a situation from adversity into an opportunity for change, for adapting. And in our need to adapt, we often look to different. But we have this choice to decide to celebrate each other's differences because it takes all kinds to make a village. Now, Russian composer Sergei Rachmaninoff fled the Soviet Union after the Russian Revolution, and he landed in New York City at the height of the Spanish flu epidemic in 1918. Along with masses of Europe's classical musician refugees, migrants from World War I. What a terrible time that was. Rachmaninoff contributed to transforming New York City from a place of manufacturing into a global cultural center. Now, as we listen to his music, I'll be guiding our musical breathwork with my hands like this. Inhale, expand, and exhale, release. So let's try that one more time together. Inhale, expand with me, and feel like you're floating like a balloon, and then exhale, release. If you find yourself breathing in a different pattern than what I'm showing, that's okay. Just close your eyes and keep breathing. And when you're comfortable enough, then open your eyes and let me show you some of the patterns and the options you have in how you listen to the phrasing. Ready? I'm playing today on this beautiful 9-foot concert ground by Steinway Artist Hsing-ay Hsu that's been turned into a modern, magical, floral explosion by local artist Trisha Paluccio of Modern Pressed Flower. Well, it's such a bittersweet moment that was our last breathwork together, but I hope that you will stay in touch with me on my website. And if you are interested in more of Rachmaninoff's music, I do have an event with his Opus 22 variations on a theme by Chopin on my website, which is such an amazing piece of transformation. Again, so many of his pieces are, but this particular variations, I'll just tell you a little bit, is that he transforms a theme by Chopin, a really dark theme, into 22 variations of different types of emotions. And just the variety and the creativity of that mind is just so mind-boggling. So check it out if you'd like to hear more Rachmaninoff on my website. The activity of our week is, I don't think that we can control what happens around us, but what we can do is practice our resilience and be prepared for when things happen. And we're all uniquely made, uniquely designed with so many layers. And so I invite you to make it a theme of your season that you would take the time to get to know yourself, to explore you, your family, your heritage, your history in the American fabric. And then you can transform it by contributing to your community and becoming part of the history. You do belong here. And also, I wanted to say that asking for help is not a sign of being less. It's actually a sign of strength and wanting to be involved, wanting to heal and help others as well. And so there are people who dedicate their entire lives to helping people in need. And if you ever don't feel safe, please tell someone you know right away or call someone. There are services as well. And if you're hurt or harassed, please do report it. There is a stopaapihate.org website that keeps track and then uses it to advocate. So with all this, I also want to say a special thank you to all the people out there, whether you're AAPI or AAPI allies, that thank you for being interested in the Asian cultures, being interested in my story as a Chinese American. Thank you for being part of our project. A special thank you to Dean Robert Blocker at the Yale School of Music, to all our performing arts colleagues. Thank you for inspiring us to communicate with each other and with ourselves through music. Thank you to Dr. Keith Churchwell at the Yale New Haven Hospital and at the New Haven Symphony Orchestra, and to all our healthcare workers this year. Thank you for taking care of our health, for giving our society the stability that we need to function, and for creating integrated healthcare for our futures. And thank you to our wonderful Annie Lin, the Arts Program Director at Yale-China, for your thoughtful approach, for your passionate care of the AAPI community, and for your leadership in producing this series. Well, stay in touch, friends. We're sharing some links for you. You can find my YouTube schedule or join my listening cafe through my website, hsing-ay-hsu.com. And also, the second link is for my bi-monthly newsletter, where I love to make connections between music and life. And the third link is for my weekly YouTube channel, and I'll be taking August off and coming back in September. I do hope to hear from you.